Top of the morning, gorgeous people. About to head to the gym. It's 5:12 in the morning right now. I've been doing 5 a.m. gym sessions since the beginning of the year. And like I always tell people, it's not because it's this crazy millionaire mindset hack or anything crazy like that. It's simply because waking up at 5 a.m., going to the gym provides the best opportunity for me in this season of my life to prioritize my health, be there for my children, and get work done. So I typically wake up at 5, I gym till about 7 in the morning, and then I'm helping my kids get ready for school, get them on the bus, things of that nature, make them breakfast, pack lunches, snacks and stuff like that, and then I get right to work. So right now I'm about to go start my car because it is freezing cold in Connecticut in the winter. It is currently 17 degrees outside, so yeah, start my car. Car started. Get out about 8 to 10 minutes. So this vlog is actually for my first wedding of the year. I'm based in Connecticut, but I'm flying out to Baltimore. I have a wedding at the Peabody Library this Saturday, tomorrow. So today's Friday, it's 5 a.m. About to get my final workout in before I head out. A big part of me starting this whole 5 a.m. routine was so that I can get back to working out 5 days a week, because I was struggling. I was doing 2 days a week, 3 days a week, and I really want to do 4 to 5 days a week. This is actually my first 5-day workout week in probably 4 months. So I'm really proud of myself. I'm about to go hit this gym right now, finish packing, and head to the airport. Luckily for me, the flight from Connecticut to Baltimore is literally like 55 minutes. So I'll be there within an hour, touchdown, check into the hotel, and just vibe and look over the schedule of the day and talk to y'all until we shoot this wedding tomorrow. Retainer's back in, so you know we keep the teeth pretty. All right, let's do this. As y'all can see, it's really 5 a.m. You know, 5 a.m.s don't work for everybody, but like if I'm waking up at 5, honestly, I'm trying to wind down by 9 and be asleep by 10. Sleep. The days that I fall asleep at 10:15, 10:30, and I wake up at 5, I'm trash. Like I need to be asleep by 10. Ideally sleep by 9. It's just really tough to do that because like my kids, sometimes they don't even get ready and get in bed till like 8:30, 8:45, and then you just need a couple minutes to decompress yourself. So we just do what we gotta do, man. We do what we gotta do. But it is by far the best way to prioritize my health, to get work done, and to also be available for my family. By far the best way. And I don't think I've done 5 a.m.s in at least a year and a half. So this is my first cycle back onto the 5 a.m. And I just love what it provides to my lifestyle. But you know, you gotta be on your sleep regimen. Yeah, you go to bed at 11 o'clock one night and you're done. It'll throw your whole week off. So I'm about to head in the gym, but right now I'm actually checking pre-market data for the stock market just to see if it's gonna be like a good day, like if stocks are gonna open up in the green. This is Robinhood that I'm looking at right now. I don't invest in Robinhood, but I check Robinhood's data because it's just easier to sift through and make lists and look at everything and compare stuff on Robinhood. But I don't actually like invest on Robinhood at the moment. So I research on here and then I buy it on a different platform. I use Fidelity and Charles Schwab to actually invest. But that's another thing that we don't talk about enough in the creative community. We need additional ways of making money. So I own a rental property and I trade a little bit in the stock market. I think last year, I gotta actually do my taxes soon, but I think I made roughly around $17,000 to $18,000 in the stock market last year. Not like a crazy life-changing amount of money. It's nothing like the GameStop people and the crypto people saying they made 200,000, 300, 500,000. But if you make an additional $17,000 to $18,000 plus the rental property, plus what I do in regards to being a full-time photographer, you can create a great life for yourself. But like they always say, one income is too close to none. So definitely try to always figure out additional ways to make money. So I usually start out with cardio. What I do, 26 minutes of intense cardio. So I'm gonna do that right now on the Stairmaster. Officially back in from the gym. Got my Doc Martens in there for the wedding day. My suit is in there. I bought a pair of swim trunks just in case the hotel I'm staying at has a pool. I love swimming, so those shoes I'm wearing to the airport. This is what I'm wearing to the airport. Hoodie, little undershirt, cargo pants, hat, watch, all that type of stuff. And then as soon as I finish packing up here, I'm gonna head over to my office and finish packing up all of my photo equipment. And then as soon as I finish packing up here and in the office with my equipment, I'm gonna give myself a haircut. And then I'm probably gonna drive to the airport this time because the airport charges $10 a day to park, which will be $30. It's really 2 days that I'm gonna be gone, but the timing, they're gonna charge me for 3. And I was looking up Ubers and Lyfts, and right now, Ubering back and forth is like $26 each way from my house to the airport. So instead of waiting for Ubers and paying $52, I'd rather just drive my own car to and from and park it at the airport and save money. Gotta pack up my laptop, hard drives. I'm bringing 2 R5s with me to this wedding. One of them I'm recording on right now, my second R5 here, and then I'm bringing my Canon R6 Mark II as well. And then I got some lenses with me. I'll go over those briefly. I got a 100mm macro, a Sigma f1.4 35mm. I have the Canon 1.2, the Sigma 85 1.4, the Canon 16-35 2.8, and then I have 3 of these Godox V1 flashes that I'm bringing with me, and I have my Tamron 70-200, a bunch of spare batteries as well. Double strap here from Holdfast with the canvas bag that I can carry extra lenses in and be on the go. Speaker, tripod, and I'm gonna bring a light dome as well, a soft box for this Godox flash, just in case I want like some softer light for when we do portraits during the wedding. Oh, by the way, if you ever see me in any of my YouTube videos and you wondering why in the world this man has on this Washington Redskins, Washington Commanders gig, I promise you I'm not a bandwagon just because we good this year. I've been a Commanders Redskins fan my entire life. I don't think I've ever told y'all this, but I was actually born in DC. I lived in DC the first 8 years of my life, and then I moved to Maryland for a year, and then I moved to Connecticut when I was 9. And now I'm 35 and I've been in Connecticut ever since. But I was born in '89 and I grew up in that era where the Redskins was nice and we was winning Super Bowls. So at that time, it was just ingrained in me. 15 years, we've been not so good, but this year, phenomenal. I feel like we actually got a shot this year. So I actually fly back in Sunday afternoon, and we have our first playoff game versus the Buccaneers on Sunday night at 8 p.m. So I bought some new team merch right here. So I always buy a little bit of gear every year, but this year, just because we've been so good, I bought some things. So, but that's it for now. I'm about to get off here, cut my hair, finish packing, and shoot out to the airport, and I will see y'all in Baltimore. All right, y'all, so I just touched down in Baltimore. I'm gonna give y'all a quick room tour. Quick pro tip though, always stay where your couple stay, if you can. If you can and it's reasonable and it's priced well, just do it. It'll make your day easier on wedding day. I got in a day early. The wedding starts tomorrow at 12. I'm with them from 12 to 8:30 tomorrow. 12:30 to 8:30, but I'm gonna show up at 12. I usually show up a little bit early, 30 minutes to 45 minutes early to set up and do introductions and things like that. But I had originally booked my stay at a different hotel that was about 7 to 8 minutes away from the venue where the ceremony and the reception is gonna be, because I just wanted to be close to the venue. But then when I talked to my couple about a month and a half ago on our final call, they told me where they were staying, and I was just like, it was only like a $30 difference to stay where they were versus where I was, and they were also 7 to 8 minutes from the location, actually up the street from me. So if you could reduce an extra Uber or Lyft ride, or just be where your couple is already, it's just easier than to wake up, pack up all my stuff, Uber over there, do introductions. I'm already here. I'm gonna check in with them in a little bit. They're probably like right above me, like a floor or two above me. But anywho, here's the room. I'm gonna give y'all a quick tour of the room. Simple, it's a king room. So here's the bathroom. Let me go this way. Bathroom. Here's me. Nothing crazy. Bathroom, shower. They also told me that they have a basketball court here and they have a pool here, so I'm excited about that. Definitely using the pool and jacuzzi. I don't know about the basketball court because they said the basketball court is outside and it's 25 degrees, so that's not happening. Little coffee bar section here, another mirror, and here's the main area. Just nice, open, clean space. Got to do this. You gotta do that when you're by yourself. And here is my little seating area and my desk, which I absolutely need. I'm gonna get a lot of work done today before the wedding. I got some edits to get out to some clients. You know what's actually crazy? As I was boarding my flight, a client that I shot 5 months ago reached out and was like, hey Norm, I need an edit from our photo shoot from 4 or 5 months ago as soon as possible. I said, well, unfortunately, I'm boarding a plane right now, so I won't be able to do it for another 3 or 4 hours. But if you need it as soon as possible, I can get it done for you. It'll just be later today. She was like, I don't care. I'll pay your regular fee plus the rush fee. We charge $25 per edit, but she paid the $50 fee to do the rush edit. So I'm about to actually sit down right now, knock that out in the next 10, 15 minutes, get that over, cashed out on that, get that done, get it out. And then I'm gonna get some other work done that I need to get done with my clients who shot with me recently. See you in a little bit. All right, let's talk money, right? So how much money was paid to me? How much money am I netting or profiting from this gig, this 2 days in Baltimore, right? So this particular client, this couple booked me December of 2023. Since then, 13 months now later, my prices have changed, but when they booked me, they booked my 2-shooter 8-hour package. So it's me and another photographer will be shooting their wedding tomorrow for 8 hours. That was $5,000. And then I charged them $500 for travel. That was the travel fee. I should have charged them probably $750 to $1,000, but this particular gig, funny enough, was the first gig I ever booked off of running an Instagram ad. So I was just so amped that somebody from the DMV area actually latched on to my Instagram ad that I only spent $150 on running an Instagram ad. And this gig came from that $100 spend, and it was a $5,000 gig. So I didn't want to risk messing up this gig by giving them a travel fee that was just too crazy or over the top. So I just told her $500 and she was cool with it. And I was honestly happy to get the gig because it was a travel gig. It was outside of my usual area of Connecticut where I shoot a lot, probably 90% of my weddings. So I was just like, I'm just gonna charge her $500. She's paying me $5,000. I paid $100 to run this ad to try to get more weddings out here, and it actually worked. So let me just suck it up. If I spend a little bit more in travel, it is what it is. So she paid $5,000 for the 2-shooter package. She paid me $500 for travel, and she paid me $500 for a 60-second video montage. So throughout the wedding day, tomorrow, I'm gonna take a bunch of little 10 to 15-second clips and then ultimately end up putting in a BTS or wrap-up video for them and send that over to them so that they can share it as a reel on their social media platforms. That was $500. So in total, she paid me $6,000, and I spent $635 just on the flight and the hotel for 2 nights. And then I'll probably spend another couple $100 just Ubering to and from the venue and to and from the hotel to the airport and food. So ultimately, I'll probably spend in the $850 to $900 range on travel altogether. So $1,000 just reasonably makes more sense moving forward. And since then, I have also changed my pricing. So today, if she would have booked this same package, she would have paid $7,500 instead of $6,000. And that's because I would have charged her $1,000 for travel instead of $500. My video montage for wedding days is now $1,000 from $500 when I originally started it to test it out. And my 2-photographer 8-hour package is $5,500 instead of $5,000. So that's the financials on it. Oh, one more thing. I pay my second shooter $500. So he'll get paid $500 tomorrow to shoot second shoot for 8 hours. I let my second shooters keep a copy if they want to, a copy of all the images that they take. I just ask that they don't share them on social media before I share them on social media. So in total, I'm a net around $4,500 out of the $6,000 that was paid to me, which I think is totally fine. I'm cool with that. I'm comfortable with that. I'm more so happy just to shoot at a different location because I do shoot right now about 22 to 25 weddings a year, and probably 12 to 15 of those weddings are at the same 2 venues in Connecticut. It's really wild. It's like I know those venues to a T, so I can give you high quality images every time, but just me as a creative, it's the same venues over and over again. So I get real excited when I have an opportunity to shoot somewhere that I've never shot before and get something different in the portfolio. Good morning, beautiful people. Top of the morning. It is roughly 8:30. Yep. roughly 8:30 right now. Wedding day starts at 12:30. So I'm about to go run, get some breakfast real quick, get some coffee. And then I'm gonna run through the timeline of the day right there on my laptop. And I'm gonna wait for my second shooter to get here, just so we can chat and talk about some stuff. I asked him if he wanted to come through. He didn't respond yet, but I'm sure he probably will. Just stop by and just hang out a little bit before the day starts. My second shooter actually is from the DMV, but he lives in Connecticut with me, and I linked up with him a few months ago for my personal 5-year wedding anniversary party, and he did the photos for those, and I love how those came out. He shot them for me and then sent me the raws to edit. It's so funny though, because a lot of photographers aren't comfortable with sending out their raws, and me personally, I wouldn't send out my raws, but he was like, nah, Norm, like, I don't mind that. And I was like, I'll pay you your regular rate as if you edited them, but like, if you know, I like to edit my own joints, which a lot of people in my area understand. Like, if you are a photographer at a certain caliber, you have a specific look, and a lot of other creatives don't mind that. If I were to shoot for another photographer who was at a certain level or had a certain style that he really loved, if he was willing to pay me my rate as if I edited them, I would send him the raws to. Who I'm not going to send the raws to is clients who are just going to slap Instagram filters on these things that don't know anything about editing raw photos. So in those particular situations, I would send raws out, but 99% of the time I do not. So he shot them for me. He did a phenomenal job. I edited them and they just looked really good. So I was like, yo, bro, I know you say you'd be back and forth between Connecticut and the DMV a lot. Would you happen to be in the DMV in this time frame? He was like, oh, we can make it work. I was like, okay, because I'm looking for a second shooter. And he was like, all right, bet, I'll be there. And hopefully it can become a relationship that we shoot a lot together, because I've been looking for years for a reliable second shooter that kind of knows my style, knows what I'm looking for, and then we just mesh really well. We'll see what happens. All right, y'all, it's showtime. I'm dressed. You see the outfit. Nice and comfy, professional, but breathable. This is I got this jacket from Express. They call it their performance line because it looks nice and clean and elegant, but it's very stretchy, so I can move. And that's the one thing with suits that I hated that made me not wear full suits to weddings years ago, is that suits were real rigid. So I couldn't like lift my arms. And as a photographer, your arms up, down, sideways, back and forth. And it's like, I need that flexibility to work a wedding day. So once I found this and I was able to stretch my arms out and do everything like that, this was the best brand for me. So I have like 2 or 3 of these jackets. But anywho, I'm ready to go. Right behind me is my Godox setup. I'm gonna bring that with me and I'm gonna use that sparingly throughout the day. I'm gonna use flash a lot today, but particularly when I do my portraits with the couples, my stage portraits, when we're inside, I'll more than likely use this Godox softbox option. It's a Godox V1 and it magnetizes to the softbox right there, which gives you basically a really portable softbox, and then you control it with this thing right here. This goes on the hot shoe of your camera, and then every time you hit the flash button or take a photo, it goes straight to the softbox like a studio light setup. And we're starting with prep with the ladies. I'm gonna go up there, introduce myself and the second shooter to the ladies, introduce him to the guys, and then we're gonna split up. So I'm gonna go with the ladies for the first 45 minutes to an hour. He's gonna go with the guys, and then we're gonna be together for the rest of the day for first look, couples portraits, bridal party portraits, and then ceremony and reception. All right, we're about to head out right now and do prep photos with my guy Lee back there. So we just synced up our cameras. I'm working with 3 cameras today. Got my R6 II and 2 R5s. And Lee, what you working with? R5?
Working with an Canon R5 and 28 to 70 millimeter.
All right, that cool. So we just synced up our cameras to make sure all the time sync was on. We talked about not shooting anything under 1/200th of a second.
Yep.
Everything on daylight.
Yep.
And what was the other one? Make sure you get like mids and full bodies throughout the day. And what kind of aperture are you gonna be floating through today? More than like
1.4 to 2.8.
Okay, perfect. Yep. And then I'll just let you, whatever you feel comfortable with in that range is totally fine with me.
Right.
If you feel it needs to be higher or lower, I'll let you just use your own discretion in regards to that. But most importantly, nothing under 1/200th and daylight on everything.
You got it. You got it.